Have you ever wondered why electrical power lines are still hanging on electrical poles like this one when we can simply bury them underground? We have the technology to do that, and it has been done in the past. Uh, s- in one perspective, so underground lines are safer. They can be protected from natural disasters, storms, and they even look much better and neater. So why don't we all put electrical power lines underground, whether it's a high voltage or a low voltage? So this is the question that we're going to answer in this video. So to start off, we can say that underground electrical power lines, they clearly have some advantages over traditional power lines. They're less vulnerable to wind and falling trees, and they improve even the appearance of neighborhoods, especially residential neighborhoods. They also free up space above ground, and at first glance, basically, power lines just seem like an obvious choice. But in this video, we will explore in details why there are several challenges that make it more complicated. So the first challenge of implementing 100% electrical infrastructure based on underground lines is the cost. So that's the biggest reason. So installing underground electrical power lines, they can cost several times more than overhead lines. And specifically, you have to imagine that workers, they need to dig trenches, they need to install conduits where the wires will be going through, and they also have to carefully install them where they do not go in contact or near uh, water or sewage pipelines. So from the perspective of utilities, this means a much higher construction cost. And eventually, if the construction cost increases, the end consumer will have a higher electrical bill. So these numbers are just to give you a rough idea of the costs comparing the overhead and underground lines. So you can see, depending on the location, it can be significantly higher, sometimes 5 to 10 times more. So this is the cost is the first challenge that urban planners and utility planners will take into consideration. So the second challenge is repair and installation, especially for repair. So imagine if you have an outage. So if a line is damaged, crews can usually find the problem quickly with traditional overhead power lines, but with underground cables, it's completely different. When a fault occurs underground, how will technicians locate the exact problem and start digging to troubleshoot where the damaged cable is? Imagine digging up an area only to find out that the cable that you've dug up, or the part of the cable, is not the one that's damaged. So this is clearly a high cost in the long run. So if you're gonna bury underground cables underground, you have to expect that repairs are gonna be much more expensive, slower, and not cost effective. So the next challenge is the terrain. If you have a flat terrain, theoretically you can easily, maybe relatively easily, implement underground power lines. But underground lines are not practical in every location, especially in rocky terrains like these or wetlands. Rocky terrains and wetlands like these with high water can make installation extremely difficult, especially if water rises in some areas where access to the cable becomes a challenge. So in some places, burying power lines may require major excavation work, making the project too expensive or technically challenging. Another obstacle is in high density towns. So imagine you have a fault of a cable under a building, like a specific building. So some places make underground lines extremely difficult or expensive, especially digging up in busy areas, in downtown areas like these. Now, another factor to take into consideration is that electrical wires and cables, they release excessive heat and they are prone to overheating, especially for high voltage lines. So if you're gonna bury them, you can shorten the life or cause failures because it's not like when they're exposed like overhead lines where they can be cooled by the air. So heat is one of the biggest challenges that we have to consider. So if you imagine if the heat cannot escape, it's underground. If it cannot escape efficiently, the cable insulation in the long run will degrade over time and shorten the cable's lifespan, which will force urban planners and utility workers to replace it. And that all goes back to the cost. So you're going to have more maintenance and because of the shorter lifespan of the cables. So in essence, it's not worth to invest if you look at it from a cost-effective perspective because underground faults are harder to detect and access uh, if the fault is caused from overheating and when the cable is buried underground. Let's see what box number 7 says. So with all the challenges that we've mentioned, does that mean underground cables are absolutely not feasible and cannot be implemented? No, that's not the case because today in some places, especially in modern residential areas, they are installed. And there is a purpose for that because, especially for new residential developments and airports, where they might, where overhead lines might pose a safety hazard. So having them exposed near residential areas, imagine a power line falling on top of the house. So in that case, having underground lines would be better. So that is one benefit outweighing the cost. So yes, for a residential area to have underground power lines, it might cost more, but the cost outweighs the benefits outweigh the cost in such scenario because you're not posing a safety hazard for the people surrounding that are living in this residential areas. So finally, this box compares the benefits, or you could say the difference between overhead and underground electrical power lines. So this goes back to the big question. Why aren't all power lines underground? Because underground systems are much more expensive to build, as we've seen. They're much more expensive to build, harder to repair, and also considering that for high voltage lines you will have heat that will degrade, heat that will not escape easily underground, which will cause the insulation and the cable to degrade over time. So for long distances it's not practical, and that's why we use, especially for high voltage lines connecting cities, it's better to implement overhead lines. But for underground lines, the better choice to use underground lines is for residential areas where you will protect the the surrounding houses where people live. If it's especially in an area that is prone to extreme weathers or high winds, that way you will avoid any power lines being falling over houses and causing fire. So it's not about one being better than the other. It's about choosing the right one specifically in which area, and that is would be more suitable. So to summarize, the for high voltage lines, it's better to use overhead, but in sensitive areas like airports and downtown areas also, although the cost is higher, and residential areas, you would utility workers and urban planners will consider underground power lines. Thank you for watching this engineering illustrated video. If you want to see more videos on electrical engineering, electronics, power systems, and any relevant topic to this one, please like, share, and subscribe.